When people meet you for the first time, how much respect do they genuinely give you? Are they genuinely pleased to meet you? Do they acknowledge your presence? Or do they brush you off? Are you forgettable? This is Shaka from Mind's Eye Status, your executive communication coach, and today we're going to talk about how to be respected when you walk into any room and why some people instantly command respect, whereas you end up getting the leftovers. And that's not what we're about, because you're a grounded communicator. You know that's what we're about. So sit back, relax, get your notebook ready, because this isn't some dopamine-fueled short-form video Instagram reel that you're going to watch. This is going to be a lesson for you that you can apply practically. If you've seen other videos, that's exactly what we do. So today we're going to be talking about how to command respect. Have you noticed that there are some people, for some reason, when they walk into a room, when they're in a social setting, they just seem to command respect and authority effortlessly. People stay quiet because they're interested in hearing their opinions. People are eager to hear their opinions. When they leave, people stand up out of their seats to acknowledge the person. Why do they have that effect on people? And how can you develop that as well? It comes down to a few elements. And I'm going to give you 3 elements today that you can go away with immediately. And this is going to be a game changer for you, I promise you. So make sure that you take notes. The first one, I have my notes in front of me as well, prepared for you guys. The first one is your internal state creates your outer reality. Man, let me tell you something. This is a universal truth. This is not simply a communication technique, a social dynamics technique. This is a universal truth. Let me say that again. And this is what I love about communication skills, by the way. For those of you who know me, my clients know this. Whenever we talk about an element of communication skills, I always approach it holistically, because when you're improving your communication skills, you are improving your mindset. You're improving your emotional intelligence. You're leveling up. Your self-esteem is going up. Your confidence is going up. You're becoming a better version of yourself, 2.0. So that's why everything that I share, and I mean everything, by the way, can be applied to universal principles. Your internal state is going to show people and train them on whether or not they should respect you or how they should treat you. Your internal state trains people on how to treat you. Remember that. Therefore, if you have a lack, let's say some mistakes that people make. I hope you can read this. Mistakes. If you have a lack of certainty, by the way, before we go to the next mistake, if you want one-to-one support with this, we're actually doing free 10-minute communication audits for some of our lovely watchers. So if you want to get feedback on your communication skills by myself or one of our experts, you can book a call for free in the link below. Now, back to it. If you have a lack of certainty, what do you think that's going to do to your internal state? You have a lack of certainty. What reality is that going to create? Let's take that example. Imagine I'm recording this video. And anytime I write a point or share a point, I'm hesitant. In order to command respect, you need to have good body language, I guess. Or you need to care about your state, maybe. You know what I mean? That internal state is going to create doubt in you, lovely people. You, the watcher. the listener, if you're listening on podcast. It's going to create doubt because of what I've spoken about before in other videos, which is the law of state transference, LST. LST, you like that one? The law of state transference dictates that people will feel how you feel. Therefore, your internal state will create your outer reality. Another mistake, lack of certainty, lack of presence, which creates overthinking, right? Know what I mean? Overthinking. And this ends up creating a messy, bloody reality because you're thinking about a million things at once. Okay? So your internal state, now we know what the mistakes are. How do you shift it? I told you, we're going to get practical. I think I'm joking. You're here with Shaka from Mind's Eye Status. Come on, man. This isn't just clickbait. What do we do? What do we do? What we're going to do, forget that. What we're going to do is become grounded. Grounded. We're going to become grounded. How do we become grounded? It's by practicing presence. Okay? By the way, if you lack presence, if you overthink, I have a free, very powerful guided meditation on social confidence so you can be grounded. In fact, I'll put that link here somewhere. I think it'll pop up. I'll also put it at the end of the video so you can click on that, save it, watch it daily. That's what I get my clients to do. My clients literally watch that meditation daily. So do that. Because now what happens, here's the interesting thing. Now if you're grounded and you're present, what do you think is going to happen to your internal state? You're going to be calm. You're going to be confident. Okay? CC, calm and confident. Like my lovely handwriting. Now that is going to reflect your reality. Your confidence is going to affect people and they're going to treat you exactly how you expect to be treated. Boom. Your internal state creates your outer reality. Any questions? I can't answer your questions because this isn't live. But if you were working with us, I could answer your questions on the spot. So what are you waiting for? Book a call in the link below. Next point. Let's get into it. Okay, I like this one. I like this one. Check it out. Next point. Respect is negotiated non-verbally. Respect is negotiated non-verbally. How you carry yourself, the way you walk into a room, the way you sit in a meeting, shows people your level of confidence, your level of inner dignity, self-respect. So carry yourself in a way that commands respect. This is done with your body language and your reactions. How reactive are you? This is one of the biggest killers of respect, by the way. How reactive are you to external environment, to other people? Do you react quickly and compulsively? For example, if somebody puts you on the spot, do you instantly react or are you grounded? I just had a call with somebody who tried testing me on the call. He actually came to one of these free communication audits, and the first thing he said was, Shako, let me tell you, I want to do a quick role play. And I said, wait a second. I said, this isn't for a role play. I'm here to audit your communication, so I'm going to ask you a few questions. But if the role play is to show me where you're lacking? Sure, let's try it. And he goes, it is. I'm like, okay, cool, let's go ahead. What he did was, he said, okay, now Shaka, I'm going to ask you a question and I want you to answer. I'm like, all right, let's go. He asked me the question and I answered, and I expected him to respond and role play with me. And he said, no, elaborate your answer. And I said, hold on a second. You said you wanted to role play. It seems like you're testing me. And he said, yeah, I want to see how you react and respond in this situation so I can see if you're a good coach. And I said, okay, let me make something very clear for you. This is not a free coaching session, first of all. And secondly, I'm not going to buy into your test. In fact, if you're going around testing communication coaches by doing this, the ones that are going to dance for you like a dancing monkey, the moment you said, go dance, little monkey, they're the ones that you should be aware of. So if you want to see how a coach should react, it's like this. It's by not passing your test. By not going into your test. By not falling for it. Not even playing along with it. And he sat back. He was kind of like, huh, I see. He was taken aback, and he actually seemed to appreciate that a little bit. And we ended up booking a longer consultation with him. So the point is, you don't want to react. When people try to test you, for example, don't react. Remain grounded. Don't fall into another person's frame. Oh man, what a big topic. We'll talk about that another time because we're talking about respect and body language right now. But you don't want to react, okay? As I said, with your body language especially. That's the first thing. Sorry, it's the second thing. I've had a lot of coffee too. Bear with me. Next, be slow in your movements. Again, the way you carry yourself trains people on how to treat you. This is one of the easiest ways to improve your communication skills, by the way. One of the easiest ways. I actually have a client. I'll see if I can find a screenshot. Shout out, Matt. We have been working together it's been about 3 or 4 weeks. It's early. We worked on body language in his second week. And he says to me, he cannot believe how much of an impact his body language has had on him. He said he's going to networking events. People used to ignore him in the past, and now people are approaching him, wanting to talk to him. He's become magnetic with his body language. This makes you magnetic. You want to be magnetic? You can be. Follow this advice. Okay. So we have respect is negotiated non-verbally. Another example would be if somebody disrespects you or says something rude, rather than reacting, you just want to stay flat and ask them what they mean. Ask them why they would say that, but say it in a very cool, calm way. All right, so the first point was your internal state will create your outer reality. Second point is your sense of respect is negotiated non-verbally. Now, the third point is, in order to command respect, give people their due respect. What I've noticed from, I've met a lot of very, very successful people, a lot of very high status, influential people. You wouldn't even believe who these people are connected to. And I've noticed something that 90% of them have in common is they are so respectful. They are so, so respectful. When they talk to me, when they get on a call, by the way, I've had people that are worth literally 10 times what I'm worth or more in terms of net worth. And they get on a call with me and they say, Shako, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your time, Shako. You know why? Because they realize the value of time. How do you think that makes me feel? I have this deca-millionaire, literally deca-millionaire on a call with me, and he's telling me, Shako, thank you so much for your time. They have respect. When they meet you, they look you in the eye. They pay attention to you. This is how you do it. And this is how you can stand out, by the way. You don't need to act tough. Too many people go around acting tough because they think that's how you command respect. That makes you look weak. Number one, I don't know what that is. Let's try again. Number one, pay attention to people. Don't be distracted. Pay attention to them, okay? Number two, look them in the eyes. Easy, right? Number three, I swear this sounds like basic advice, but just have a think about it for a second. How often do you truly see this? Have the best manners. The hell? Shako, we're here to learn about how to command respect. You're telling me to have good manners? Yeah. The way that you order, the way you speak to a waiter is a reflection of your communication skills. How polite are you to the waiter? How polite are you to anybody that you speak to? All of this makes a difference. People can sense your level of internal confidence based on how you communicate in everyday scenarios. And this first point, real quick, pay attention to people. I notice these high performers, these successful people, when I'm with them, they're paying attention to me. They are so grounded and present to the moment, as I said. In fact, that's why when they walk into a room, their chest is out, shoulders are back, chin is up, and they're scanning the room slowly, confidently, acknowledging people. They have that gravitas. Don't walk in meekly. Don't be distracted when people are talking to you. Remain grounded. This is what you're here for, because you're a grounded communicator. Thank you so much for being a part of this YouTube channel. I really appreciate it. Do leave a like, a thumbs up, and a comment if you're enjoying this. You guys are family. Thank you so much. I will see you next week.